All right, we're going to go through some more practice for derivatives. All right, so first one, we're going to differentiate everything. We take the derivative of everything. So first one, we see an exponent on the outside, but the function inside, this is going to be chain rule. So y prime is 5, 4x cubed plus 5 to the decrease the power by 1 times the derivative of the inside, 12x squared. Right? If you want to simplify that, you get 12x squared times 5 is 60x squared. 4x cubed plus 5 to the fourth. Either one is fine though. Okay? Number 2, you could try that one on your own. It's another chain rule. Number 3, product rule. So we have product rule here, remember, 1d2 plus 2d1, and it doesn't matter which order. Take the derivative of one of them and not the other and switch it. Okay? So if we put 1 and we put 2 here, let's see. So y prime equals the first times the derivative of the second. Now be careful with the second, it's a chain rule. So the derivative of the second is 5 x squared plus 3 to the fourth times the derivative of the inside, 2x, right? Plus the second times the derivative of the first, 9x squared. And you could simplify that, let's just leave it, that's fine. And you guys can try 4. Number 5, all right, what do we see here? Well, it's just a little interesting, but not too much going on here. We see some chain rule, some inside of a chain rule. There's a lot of weird stuff here, but ultimately I see a 2 on the outside here. So it's going to be f prime of x equals 2 parentheses negative 5x to the fourth plus 2 to the fifth minus 1. That whole thing decreased the exponent on the outside by 1, so it's just to the first. We don't need that though. Times the derivative of the inside. Well, inside you have chain rule again. So that's 5 negative 5x to the fourth plus 2 to the fourth times, and the minus 1 doesn't matter because it's a constant, times the derivative of inside of this, which is negative 20x to the third. Okay? Let me just shrink that down, and you guys can try number 6. All right, and 7, same thing. You could try that. Let's do 8. So for number 8, I see a whole expression raised to the second. So that's the chain rule. Derivative, keep the inside, and then take the derivative of the inside. So you get 2 times negative 3x cubed minus 1 over 4x squared plus 3 to the first, decrease the power by 1, times, well, the derivative of the inside is going to be the quotient rule, which a little annoying, but that's okay. So we have low d high minus high d low over low squared, right? Where this is high, this is low. So, low, derivative of the top is negative 9x squared minus the top times the derivative of the bottom, which is 8x, over denominator, the whole thing in parentheses, squared. And there you go. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but this whole thing is the derivative. All right. Number 9 is a quotient rule, where in the denominator, if you want to find the derivative, you have to do the chain rule. So I'll try 9 with you guys, and you guys can do 10, and that'll be the sheet. So number 9. Let's call this high. Let's call this whole thing low. Let's copy here. Here we go. F prime of x. So it's low times derivative of the top, which is negative 20x to the fourth, minus the top times the derivative of the bottom, and this is where it starts to get a little long. The derivative of the bottom, you have to do chain rule first, so 3 negative 4x cubed plus 3 squared times the derivative of the inside, negative 12x to the second, over the denominator, the low squared. All right, and you could try 10.